Welcome back, beautiful people. What do you say we do another unboxing here on? Okay, on Trey the Terrible Collector, we have been going through the X-Men Toy Biz line. We ran through Iron Man. We did a whole bunch of Fantastic Four. We've still got the last series of that to get through. But we've also gotten to a point where we've wrapped up a ton of series, and I have a bunch of like random laying about toys that don't really go with anything else, and I wanted to start busting those open. It's not to say that I won't collect the whole line somewhere down the way, but at the moment, this one is standing alone. This is Shard from the X-Men Missile Flyer series. This was produced in 1997, so very deep into the era of the toys having some weird sculpting things going on and sometimes weird themes and gimmicks that they would go with, but some of them are really, really cool. So I'm excited to open this one. It is the only it is the only sculpt of Shard that we get, and Shard's kind of a weird character. She is Bishop's sister from the future, as he is, and she was trained with the XSE, but she came to the future as a hologram. I don't know how it works exactly. She was a sentient hologram, and she like had a love thing with Wild Child. It was very, very odd. This also comes with a sick exclusive offer for a She-Hulk in a Fantastic Four outfit, which I'm gonna send in and see. I'm gonna see what we get out of it. Probably nothing. All right, let's go ahead and bust out Shard. So Shard, as part of the Missile Flyer series, comes with a gigantic wing pack. It has twin rocket launchers. The wings are, though they are huge, they're kind of flimsy. They're constantly, I don't know, they're like in motion. It has like a, it's not quite cotton, but it's a fabric wing. It's more like a kite than anything else, I think. Um, it clips on at her waist. Tons of motion to it. It feels like organic. I don't know how to describe it. Like how a wingsuit would actually function if a person was wearing it. Let's give these rockets a shot. Let's see how we do. We're gonna give that a 4 out of 10 rocket blasts. It didn't go too far, but the fact that there are two of them and they are huge and they launch independently is pretty neat. When these fold in, press button on back of wing pack. Oh, there we go. I don't know how to get these to clip down. Oh, here we go. Ah, there we are. So it doesn't work great. You kind of have to move the entire wing out of the way to get them on, but once it's clipped down, it's pretty cool. Um, she's obviously going to have to remove the wing pack to go on the shelf because this thing is friggin' enormous. It is really cool, though. It reminds me of like some of the Batman wingsuits. So let's take that off and look at the figure proper. Holy shit. She has a 5 foot long braid, like a braid sticking out of the. Ah, that's horrible. As far as the body goes, it looks like she's got the same upper body as that Jubilee from the monster or the robot fighter set. They've got great great articulation on the shoulders. It's like a ball joint, so it actually flops around, but nothing on the elbows. The wrists turn interestingly, so you get some cool posing. The sculpt on the upper body is really good. She's got like a an X-Men suit. Oh, there she goes. She's got like an X-Men suit, but it looks vaguely militaristic, vaguely futuristic. It's got like a high collar, big shoulder pads. The shoulders are loose. Um, that the upper body's really cool. The face and head. Someone might have to call the police on whoever sculpted this. She's making like a kissy face, which is weird in and of itself. The painting on the eyes makes it look like she's like they're like rolling back into her head. There's a lot of weird shit going on here. Not the least of which is this huge 5 foot long braided fake hair ponytail. Um, I've mentioned it 100 times. I hate these fake hair things on the action figures. They don't look good. The sculpted long hair always looks better, in my opinion. As far as her lower body goes, there's a lot of functionality in her legs that a lot of the other female figures with this body sculpt didn't have. She's got knees. The hips rotate in a way that is semi-functional. There's lots of little red detailing. So like the bottom of her shoes are red, and there's a couple little pouches and little red X's. Lots of little details in the paint on the body that like are really nice, really like things they didn't have to go into, but it's a great look. The head, I could take the whole thing off and do something else with, and that'd be a lot better. Because for a female character, of which we didn't get a ton of, and a black character who's not Storm, and that's the head that we got, it's kind of disappointing. But it is sick that we did get a shard, and I love the wingsuit. I'm really digging the accessory that comes with it. I initially was kind of confused by it because she doesn't fly or anything, but I like this a lot. As far as things that I would have loved to see out of this, I wouldn't have hated if the costume was more reminiscent of her X Factor one. And I would have loved to have her come with a gun like Bishop does. But other than that, she's pretty dope. To have a female figure with decent articulation that stands up on her own is pretty cool. Um, so thanks for tuning in, my friends. I don't know if we will ever open another Missile Flyers, but we might. There's a few cool ones in there. I'm intrigued by the Bishop and the Apocalypse. But thank you for sharing this with me. As always, you have been wonderful, and I've been terrible. We'll see you again real, real soon.